Hi everybody from YouTube. I want to record this video really quick, really straight to the point, because I can't take it anymore. I stopped from doing it once because I was like, no, people are gonna judge and I'm just starting on YouTube. But it's something I just can't like stay quiet about anymore. It's something that is bothering me, and it's customer service at MAC. I love MAC. I have a lot of their products. I love the way their products are, they just are, you know, but their customer service just sucks. One time, I have two experiences from there that were just horrible. The last one just happened about like 3 days ago, and that's when I was like, you know what, I can't do this. I have to say something because it's not fair, and I want to get through people. I don't know who's gonna see it. Of course, I'm on YouTube, but I just want to share my experience like a lot of other beauty gurus have done before. And okay, the first thing was that it was gonna be my high school prom, and I took the time to make an appointment for my makeup. I called like 3 weeks before my prom, almost a month, and then I scheduled an appointment for 6. Everything was set up. That day of my prom, I went and got my hair done across the border down in TJ, and then I crossed back, and then I went straight to Plaza Bonita right here in San Diego at Chula Vista, because that's where I live. And I went down to Plaza Bonita, and I just stopped to buy a pack of eyelashes, like a pair of eyelashes, the eyelashes that I wanted to wear. And I went straight to MAC. I was like an hour and a half early, and I go straight to the first girl I find, and I'm just like, oh, I have an appointment. Around this time, they usually have a lot of appointments, a lot of walk-ins. So MAC is usually like super busy around this time. So she was like, oh, okay, let me go check in the schedule to see who you are with. So she goes, and then she's like, oh, can you give me a moment, I gotta verify something. I was like, oh, it's fine. And then she goes and talks to, like, I guess her coworker, and they both come and they check the schedule, and the other girl was telling her something. So then she comes and she's like, oh, I think the manager's gonna have to talk to you. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just start looking around, and then I just got tired, so I was just like, I'm gonna sit down. My phone is running out of battery. I needed to charge it. So I was just like, I'm gonna sit down. I sit down, and then the manager was just like with the list, and she was like running all over the place. And then all of a sudden the girl tells her like, oh, this is a girl. I had been waiting for the longest time. I had called my mom already because she was asking if they had already started with me. I was like, no, they haven't even touched me. They haven't even talked to me. And then she's like, why? And I was like, oh, this and this happened. And the manager hasn't talked to me. And my mom was like, she got mad, and she's like, I told you could have done your makeup yourself. But I honestly just didn't want it to get myself dirty, my hands, my whole doing the process. I just didn't want it to stress on that fact. So I was just like, I'll pay and get my makeup done at MAC. So the manager takes forever. My appointment, like the hour and a half I was early, my appointment was 30 minutes in already when the manager decides to come to me, and she's like, oh, are you Jocelyn? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I've been waiting for you right next to you for like the past 2 hours. And she was like, oh, it's because I was checking the schedule right now, and the girl that was supposed to do your makeup, the makeup artist, is not here. So we had to either pass or cancel all her appointments. So I don't think we're gonna have to do your I don't think we can do your makeup today. Honestly, I got so pissed off when she told me that, because I had just wasted 2 hours that I could have gone anywhere else. I just could have come home and done my makeup myself. I was already late, so I got so pissed off, and I was just like, I don't care if you, I was just like, wait, are you kidding me? And she's like, no, I'm sorry, it's because she's not here. And her excuse was that her employee was not there. So I was just like, excuse me, I don't care if you have to hire someone right now in front of my eyes, or if you have to get myself hired so that I can do my own makeup, because I made an appointment 1 month early for my makeup to get done here, and now you're telling me that because your employee is not responsible enough, you're not gonna do my makeup. And she's like, oh, it's because we didn't know, she didn't call, she just didn't appear. And I was just like, that's not my problem. I called, I'm here, and I'm going to get my makeup done. I don't think that's fair. That's not my responsibility. If your artist shows or does not show up, it's not my problem. So she's like, oh, let me see what I can do. And then the cashiers next to her were just looking at me, and I'm just like I don't give a fuck, honestly. I was just like, this is not fair, this is not gonna happen to me right now. So I texted my mom, like, she's telling me she's not gonna do my makeup because the girl's not here. And my mom's like, oh, just get out the store and come do your makeup here. I'm like, it's already late, I'm not gonna like just waste it, you know. So the manager comes back, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna go take a break, and then a really quick break, and if none of the makeup artists if none of the other appointments shows up, we can fill you in with that makeup artist, and if not, I'll do your makeup. And I was like, I don't care, just go take your break, hurry up and come back, because I'm already 2 hours late. So she goes take her break, and I don't know if it was like a freaking 5-hour break, I don't care. She took the longest time, and fortunately, like, one of the appointments one of the makeup artists had did not show up. So she's like, oh, I guess I'm leaving early. And then the cashier, which had been hearing everything that had gone through, was like, you should go check with the manager, because she has been waiting, and I think that we're just waiting for an opening so that we can get her makeup done, because Giselle or Gigi did not show up. So she goes, and then the lady comes back, and she's like, I'll do your makeup. And I was like, oh, well, thank God, you know. Fortunately, that lady was the most nicest person ever. She told me my time was already wasted, but that she could probably get something done, because I wanted something really glamorous with my makeup, but that we only had 30 minutes. So I was just like, you know what, just focus on my eyes, just try to do something with my eyes, something to like pop them out, to make them like really nice, and then I'll just get everything else figured out. So yeah, my eyes were nice. She did a beautiful job. She put on my eyelashes for free, because they usually charge extra when they apply them on here in San Diego. So she was just like, I'll do them for you, don't worry. She put the makeup, and then well, I just said they had the special about they would do your makeup if you bought $50 worth of makeup or something like that. So she helped me through the whole process. She was the nicest person ever. So that got fixed. This about 2 to 3 days ago, not even 4, I had been wanting to get the concealer, because I always wanted to try, but I just never had the chance to go pick one up because I'm so lazy. So I tell my boyfriend we should go, blah blah, and then I end up going, and I end up going to the same place. And okay, I was saying, so at MAC there's 2 types of way. If you go with your makeup done and you go and look like upper class, it's more likely you're gonna get a nice lady, a nice person that's gonna get your stuff, that's gonna help you out on whatever you need. If you go without makeup, looking like crap, shorts, your bun all messed up, people are going to ignore you at MAC. Like, they are so rude to people. Like, if you don't give them the enough look they want you to have, then you're not gonna get any attention there. So I go to MAC, and I was tired. I had just arrived from work. I was just like, my makeup was all whatever. I had just taken a shower, so I was just like, I'm not gonna do my makeup for anything in the world. It's 6 o'clock. I'm probably gonna have to take it out in like an hour. So I go to MAC, and nobody is putting attention to me. Like, I arrived, yes, it was busy, but there were girls just standing there talking to me. So I was just like, okay, you know, whatever, I know what I want. So I just go and start looking for what I was gonna get, which was a couple of things. I wanted some shadows, I wanted some lip liners, I was looking for the concealer, I was looking for a brow gel, I was looking for a bronzer. So I started looking for the stuff I'm going to purchase, and I literally, like, I had questions. Like, yes, I'm not a professional makeup artist. I do have questions about what's my better tone, which one do you recommend. I am the kind of girl who usually asks for recommendations because they should know a little bit more. So they are just ignoring me the whole way through. I give like 3 whole, like, oh, I walked the entire store like 3 times, and no one ever asked me, are you okay? Are you looking for something? So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to ask for help. So I go up to this girl and I'm like, I need help. And she's like, oh, can you give me a moment? I'm busy. I'm like, okay, well, who do I ask? And he's like, oh, you can ask someone in cashier. So I go to cashier, and the girl was nice. I gotta be honest, she was really nice. And she was like, oh, can I help you out? And I was like, I need help. I need to pick up some stuff and nobody's helping me. So she's like, oh, I'll get someone with you right now. So she calls one of the girls that were talking, like just hanging out, and then the girl turns around and looks at me and gives me an attitude like okay, I have to work. So I was just like, whatever, you know, like, okay, it's fine, I'm just gonna get my shit and leave. So I just go and I tell her, oh, I need that, I knew I was certain I was gonna need, I need this, and this, and I need your help on this. And she's just like, okay. She goes and picks up, like, in a bad mood, whatever I needed. And then I was like, can you help me out, pick up a concealer, and then I need a bronzer, and I need your I want to get your opinion on which brow gel I should get, or what do you recommend? And she's just like, well, I don't know, but I mean, it just depends on you. I was like, of course it depends on me, I'm going to buy it, but I wanted an opinion. So she starts being really rude towards me, and then I kept on telling her if I could try it on my hand because I wanted to swatch them. She gave me the worst face, like, every time I asked her. She would just be like, so she started to get me fucking tired, and I was just like, breathe, calm down, we're gonna get through this freaking day. So I was just like, okay, I choose everything, and then I was just like, okay, I already got through it. And she comes up and she's like, do you need anything else? Do you need me to explain anything else for you, or can I leave? And I was like, yeah, you did not give me the concealer I asked you for. And she's like, it's a concealer, you can get it yourself. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, it's a concealer, just get it like 1 or 2 shades lighter than your tone. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll get it myself. So she turns around and leaves, and I guess she thought I wasn't gonna do it. So I go to the concealer little space, and I try, because I'm usually an NC 30, so I was like, I'll just take like an NC 25. So that's the one I'm wearing right now, so I actually liked it. So I just started opening the drawers, and I find the drawer for the concealers, and I'm just looking for my color. And she comes back like running, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, you told me to get my fucking concealer, I'm getting my concealer. And she's like, you can't be opening the drawers. I'm like, you're not helping me. And at this point, I'm yelling at her. I'm just like, you're not helping me, you're being really rude towards me. You look like you don't even want to be here today, so why are you here? Like, tell me your reasons to come to work if you are going to have this attitude towards all the people that talk to you. And she just looks at me like I'm not having any. I'm like, your coworker asked you to help me, and since you were so busy talking to your other friend, you couldn't help me out. So the cashier comes up and she's like, oh, is everything all right? And I was like, yeah, I found the concealer I needed. So I slapped the thing back, and I go and make line to pay, And this bitch thought she could walk like to my side and be like, oh, I gave her all of this. And I was like, excuse me? And she was like, I helped you through all of that. And I was like, okay, then I don't want anything. And she looked at me like why wasn't I going to take anything? And the cashier looked at me, and I was like, I'm not taking anything. So she cancels the whole order, like everything I was gonna buy, and not even 5 minutes had passed when the lady that had done my makeup for prom came in from her break. And she looked at me that I was just like looking around. She's like, oh, do you need anything? But like with a really nice attitude. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad to see you, you know, I need this and this. And I made her pick up the same things the other girl had just gotten for me. And she's like, oh, is that it? I was like, yeah. She was super nice again. I love that lady. Every time I go into MAC, I expect her to find her there. I'm sorry. So like I was telling you guys, I made the lady that's so nice to me every time I go pick up the things that I had previously ordered, like not even 5 minutes ago. And the girl just looks at me and she's like, oh, I thought I had helped you. Like, are you gonna? And I looked at her and I was like, no, you did not help me. I was looking for my stuff myself. And I canceled the order because I don't want you to get commission for being a bitch towards me. Like, to me, like, I'm not gonna permit that. Like, I am a customer right now. I work as a cashier. Like, I know I have to treat people well, even if I just got like punched by someone. Like, I have to stay nice, and you are not doing that. So no, I am not going to let you have commission for treating me rude and being mean. And she just looked at me and just turned around. And she was like, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I am so tired of your attitude. Call your manager. And I was like up at the cashier. The lady that usually helps me was there. And the cashier, which was really nice when I got there, was there. And then I was like, call your manager. She's like, I'm not gonna call my manager. I'm like, I'm asking you to call your manager. Call your manager right now. So she just looks at me like, I'm like, I'm not leaving the store until you call your manager. I'm going to pay for my stuff. I'm going to get her commission for being a nice person working here and treating me well. Because either you like it or not, I am a customer right now. So get me your manager while I finish my transaction. So she goes and she comes back with the manager, and the manager is just looking at me like if nothing had happened. So I am the type of person that I don't like to make scenes. I hate it. I don't like being bitchy. But if you are being rude to me and I am not doing anything to provoke that, then yes, I'm going to fucking open my mouth. So the manager's just looking at me like, well, she didn't do anything wrong. And I was just like, okay, you know what? You guys are really rude. I had never had this experience ever. So I want your name, I want her name, I want your guys's both like numbers for like employee number, and I want to get the district's manager's number as well, because I'm going to talk to them. For my fucking luck, on that same moment where I'm fucking yelling to them, this lady, like, she was really nice dressed, she was really nice, like, comes in and she's like, is there a problem? And these two bitches look at her like, fuck, like, we're screwed. And I'm just like, oh, hi, who are you? And she's like, oh, I heard you wanted to talk to the district manager. It just happens it's me. I just came to make sure everything was fine. I was like, hell yeah. And I was like, yes, I do need to talk to you because I don't think it's fair. And I tell her everything. I'm like, I arrived, she was being mean, she was giving me attitude. I called her manager, she told me she wasn't gonna call her. I make her call her, and your manager comes in and tells me that she's not doing anything wrong. How is that not doing anything wrong? If she's disrespecting me, I'm not gonna stay quiet about it. So I want you to tell me what's the solution for this, because I can't believe I am coming to a well-recognized cosmetic brand and you guys have this type of employees here. If they don't want to work for your company, or they are just not feeling it today, they should call in, because I am a cashier as well, and I know how to treat customers, and I know that even when I don't want to talk to myself, I have to suck it up and put a smile on my face and help them in whatever they need. So I don't think so. The lady's just looking at me the whole time, and she's like, oh, I'm really sorry, blah blah. She's just like, I'm really sorry for everything that happened. I really can't explain. I don't know why they're taking this attitude. And they're just both standing there, and I'm just like, honestly, like, it's not the first time like it's happened to me here, but it's the first time they've disrespected me this bad. So like honestly, if you're gonna have like shitty people working for you, then who the hell are you hiring? Like, what is the expectation? Like, I know I can come and do their work 10 times better, and I'm not even a professional makeup artist. I don't even have to be doing people's makeup to make you win in this store. And she was nice. She calmed me down. She filed my transaction correctly. She told me that I could get this sort of like discounts and coupons and like discounts the next time I come for the inconvenience. And right there I just told her that I wanted to follow their case closely, because that was not I just don't want it to step out the freaking doors and then her just turning around being like, I don't want this to happen again. And she's like, oh, I can assure you this is not happening again, and I am going to close this case right in front of you. She turns around and she's like, I want both of you guys to pick up your stuff and leave. And she fired them. And when I came home, and my mom was like, oh, you should have done that, and I was like, you know what, it's not fair. It's not fair they're treating people like that. There's this really famous YouTube video about this girl getting rejected from getting cosmetics at MAC because she was Asian. Like who the hell is hiring these people? They think they are like the makeup freaking gods or something. Girl, believe me, you're not. There are better artists out there. They're freelancing and they are not like you. So thank God for the lady that I always go, and she's always so nice to me. She's always helping. Like, I love that lady. But yes, if this happens to you at any MAC store, just please, honestly, like, don't stay quiet about it. Like, make a big deal, talk about it, call manager, call whoever. If you have to freaking call the creator of MAC, then fucking do it, because I don't think it's fair they're doing this to whoever walks in their store. And I don't think we should stay quiet about it. I love MAC Cosmetics. I love their products. I love their shadows. I love their pigmentation. I love everything about them. But I will stop buying MAC Cosmetics if their employees keep on thinking they're the shit. No one can compare them, because I bet there are people that can do your work better than you, and you are just like, you're just being a bitch, you know, towards people. So please, like, I know people are gonna talk and are gonna say like, oh, you're lying, oh, this has never happened to me, I've gone to the same store. I don't give a damn. This happened to me. I wasn't gonna stay quiet about it. It's the second time. The first time got fixed because as well I made a big deal. So make a big deal, talk about it, tell them it's wrong in their face. And if they're giving you freaking attitude, if they're being a bitch to you at the counter, cancel their freaking items they helped you to give, they gave you, and just look for a person that can be nice and is treating you nice, and ask them for the same thing, because it's not fair they're getting commission for acting that way, honestly. So I'm sorry, but it's the truth, and I hope someone takes like care of this, because I don't think it's fair. So those were my two experiences. I just don't know if someone else has made a big deal like I did, and if you had and you're watching this video, just like please like let me know your story. Try to contact me. I'll leave my email. Just like email me your stories, because I want to hear them. I want to read them, because this is just crazy. So just I'll leave all my info down below. Let me call, like, not call me because I'm not gonna leave my phone number, but like try to contact me through social media, through whatever, and just let me know your ideas, or just leave them as comments below. Believe me, I will read them. Just like try to like tell me, because honestly, like after I felt bad, but I knew it was the right thing. So I just hope like I can just like get more like stories like this, to know that I'm just not the only one. There are thousands on the internet, and I saw a lot of them, but nothing like mine, because most of them stayed quiet except for one girl. So I wasn't gonna stay quiet either. So please, I hope you guys like give it a thumbs up, share it with your people, talk about it. Please don't stay quiet about this. If you get people fired, it's not your fault. It's the way they decided to act towards you. So please take care, leave comments, whatever, do everything you want, and I'll see you next time. Bye.